Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Joseph. I hope everyone's doing well. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for the channel. Greatly appreciated. You guys have no clue how still my mind is blown by the amount of subscribers. In today's video, I'll be doing a update to the classic ABS video I made. I want to see if I can explain it a little bit better. The basic idea of ABS is you can take a negative number and just turn it to a straight number, to a positive, basically. And this can be useful in a lot of functions. I'm using it with direction, and I don't feel that direction is the best function to use it with, but what I'm showing you guys should help explain it. So, in my previous video, I showed you guys how it all worked, yada yada yada. In this one, I do the same thing, but I'm going to show you why the ABS function is slightly more efficient in programming than the other way of doing it. So you can see I've got a center object, it's centered, there's nothing fancy there. In my room, literally just have the center object. So this should hopefully be a nice quick tutorial today as well. So you'll see here my ABS test. When I boot it up, that's all there is to this little demonstration. Draw self should be pretty self-explanatory. I'm just drawing the object itself that's got the default sprite set. I then have two temp direction values, one base, one normal. My base is set to 90, my value or my flux period is 30. So this actually dictates how big that angle is. And if you give me half a second, I'm actually going to embed that there just to show you guys later. So I draw a linear direction, I just base it off of this temp direction here. Then I've got the ABS function which follows the mouse, takes 90, and I'll explain that in a moment, and then temp direction, and then it shows me a hey you. So if I run the program, what it's going to do is if I go, so here is my direction, and if I go here, you'll see I get a hey you and a hey you. But I get it in negative, as you can see, so negative 30, and if I go past that, it goes away. And when I come within that range, it comes back, and then at positive 30, it does the same thing. So I've used this in the past to build a lock-picking tool, kind of Bethesda-esque is the best way to describe it. That uses barrel locks and that, and uses this function with randomized sets, so then when you pick the lock, you actually have to move each pin. The reason I would use this over the one that you see underneath is some very important reasons. So ABS just gives me a very simple ability to look at a point direction and quite blatantly not care if it's a positive or negative number. So if I go negative 90, I can then shift my point of direction and then look at either the positive or negative points of that direction. There goes my phone. Sorry about that, guys. And then I can look at my value that I'm versing it against. So instead of doing a greater and less than, as you'll see down here, I can just do ABS point direction minus my start point and then versing my actual value, which makes my life super easy. To show you guys the other way to do it, this is not using ABS, this is using the direction function, and direction functions are a pain in my ass because I really don't like them. So if I hover down this way, you're going to see the same behavior. And that's running off of the second function there. But you can see from a game development point of view, I would rather use this because it's far quicker than writing this. I've saved myself a significant amount of characters. So really from a pure development point of view, this bit of code's a bit more efficient than this bit of code. And as game designers, we should always be trying to strive for more efficient sets of code. That makes sense. No spaghetti code here. But I hope that explains it. So basically an ABS will take something like a negative 30 to a 30, for example, and just make it a 30. And then we can verse a value set that goes from negative to positive and then just return that. And to show you what I mean, I can also then go, let's change this. Let's go to 60, for example. This may break it as a warning. We know these are partially unscripted. So if I do that, no, that still works. And you'll see my other one, though, works slightly differently. I think the ranges are slightly more... No, they look about right. So you can see here it works quite well. but I would always use the ABS most of the time versus the non-ABS because there's less programming involved. Just for you guys, if you're not sure, the double and is the same as this. As well, I should just point that out. There is no difference, that's just a quicker function to use. So that's today's tutorial. I hope that explained ABS is a bit better than my former video. I'll put this into the Google Drive so you guys can access it. And I just need to say again, thank you everyone who follows the channel and watches the content. Amazing, all of yous. I actually sat down and looked through some of my subscriber base, and some of you guys have quite some nice channels. So again, just a big thank you to everyone, and I will talk to you later. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.